So it turns out the Fairly OddParents have been lying to us. Timmy Turner isn't an average kid, he's an extraordinary criminal. See what I mean? Well, today I'm going to be ranking all of Timmy's crimes from just a bit of the magical mischief all the way to crimes so vile that even Vicky wouldn't try to pull them off. And if Timmy thinks I'm going to go easy on him, well, that's just wishful thinking. The first crime on Timmy's rap sheet brings us to the episode Crime Wave, where the buck-toothed tyke is doing everything he can to avoid bath time.
But Mom, I don't see why I have to take a bath.
Clearly being clean is against everything a kid stands for. This bath time is different from the others, though. Usually his mom and dad stay to make sure he's pristine, but now that Timmy's turned 10, they trust him to bathe himself.
Have a nice bath! Old enough to be naked in a tub of water all by yourself now!
Now barricaded in the bathroom, Timmy tries to relax and enjoy his soak, opting to read a classic Crimson Chin comic. There's only one problem, though.
Timmy?
Oh man, this is last month's comic.
Well, when you got a set of magical fairy godparents, you can obviously wish for anything, including an up-to-date comic. Problem is, Timmy doesn't quite think his wish through.
I was at the comic store.
What about your parents?
Be there and back before they even know I'm done. I'm naked at the comic store.
You really couldn't have just wished for an updated comic or something? You just had to poof yourself in the middle of a public store, buck naked? Either way, he puts his Crimson Chin comic on ice and tries to get home before his parents find out he's gone and without being seen. But, you know, that ain't happening.
Home in time, I just hope nobody sees me.
Our Dimsdale street corner traffic cameras are finally up and running, given street corner at any given time.
Ooh! Timmy really needs a solar eclipse right about now. Okay, his whole let's not get seen plan has failed. It's not all bad. His parents don't know he's gone, and they surely won't need the toilet or anything in the next 8 minutes, right?
Let's have a water drinking contest!
Chocolate laxatives on my high fiberos!
Timmy's naked tour takes him to the Dimsdale Museum, where he knows a shortcut that'll get him home in no time. Things seem to be running smoothly. That is, until he notices a few familiar faces taking in the museum exhibits.
Why did I even let you drag me here? Who cares?
The glory of our universe!
Hey, they wanted to see the moon and they got it. With his dignity completely lost and his parents bursting for the bathroom, Timmy races home and thanks to Wanda, lands in his lukewarm bathwater in the nick of time.
I can't believe I let you talk me into a water drinking contest!
I wish I was back in the tub. Naked lad? Well,
as innocent of a mistake as it might be, Timmy's reckless wishing resulted in a whole town of people having to see him in his birthday suit. From the comic book store to the street to the museum, hundreds of people had to see that. For the severity of this act of indecent exposure, Timmy would be looking at 6 months behind bars with a $5,000 fine. Maybe next time he'll wish smarter, not harder. Timmy's love for superheroes doesn't end with the Crimson Chin. He's also a super fan of Dimsdale's very own Catman.
Farewell, old chum. I love it when you come over to stately West Manor.
He's not the caped crusader Timmy deserves, but he's the one he needs right now. If you know, you know. Catman tells Timmy that he never really got to enjoy being a kid because he was so famous. Well, luckily for him, Cosmo and Wanda are on hand to de-age him, giving Timmy a new super friend.
why not pretend to be a kid again? One childhood you never had. You're the greatest actor ever.
Just give me a minute to get into character.
Just like that, Catman is no more and Cat Kid takes the reins. But whilst he's at the wheel, he wants to do things a little differently from the average 10-year-old.
Timmy, what do you call this place? School's for kids who can't act. Or the arcade.
I mean, I get it, there's more to life as a kid than school, but like, as a crime-fighting feline, surely Cat Kid knows that skipping school is illegal? Not the greatest role model to Timmy, is he? And as if things couldn't get worse, Principal Waxelplax is on the case, hiring the world's scariest truant officer to catch Timmy.
But ditching school is wrong.
Who cares?
Timmy Turner and this mysterious half-pet, half-child think they're going to play hooky, eh?
Big mistake. Hooky without hook.
I don't think I'd ever miss a lesson if that guy was in my school. Skipping school was just the beginning, though. They smash out a few games in the arcade, enjoy some tasty ice cream, all before going to someone's house to pull practical jokes. But whose?
Crocker's house?
He is your archenemy, right? No. But there is this.
That's right. This guy.
Fairy OddParents!
In fairness, Timmy doesn't actually join in with Cat Kid in the TPing of Crocker's house, although when Officer Shallowgrave turns up, he does this to get rid of him.
Look out! A train's about to hit you! A clown on a unicycle? I sure wish one of those was coming.
I went to clown school because I couldn't act.
He's just lucky the rules stopped them from landing a whole train on the guy. Timmy's kind of growing tired of his truant life, and when Officer Shallowgrave returns, he comes quietly. Catman, however, returns thanks to Cosmo and Wanda springing into action.
I'm gonna have to face this on my own.
That sounds like something Catman would have said.
Does that sound like a wish Timmy would have made?
Are you sure you don't want to make a fight of it?
And that boy? A responsible Hollywood adult.
Thanks to Catman, Timmy manages to escape trouble from the school and Shallowgrave, but I will not be as lenient. This wasn't just a case of harmlessly playing hooky. He trespassed on and allowed Cat Kid to vandalize Crocker's house, and there's grounds for a small assault charge for the clown incident. Being realistic, though, Timmy's truancy is the main law broken here, and all the other misdemeanors would likely be filed under one criminal mischief charge. So for that, the little terror could easily expect 9 months of prison time with fines in excess of $2,000. After all, taking down all that TP wouldn't be cheap. Believe it or not, the next crime on our list is actually child abuse. I know what you're thinking. Timmy's 10. How could he be found guilty of child abuse when he's a child? Well, in the episode The Switch Glitch, Timmy is sick of Vicky's constant attitude and wishes that he becomes her babysitter for a change.
Be Vicky's babysitter.
Maybe I don't know where this is going.
Hey, what happened? Everything looks bigger. Hi, Vicky.
On one hand, you totally understand where Timmy's coming from, but does he really need to force her to do things like mowing the lawn with a plunger? Yeah, you heard me. I don't...
Knock yourself out.
Oh, my bad. And a mop. Oh, that'll make things so much easier. When Vicky obviously complains that her task is too tough, Timmy goes one step further.
We wouldn't want your mommy to hear this, would we?
Stole from my mom's purse.
Stole from my mom's purse?
Come on now, that's basically blackmail. There's wanting to give her a taste of her own medicine, and then there's whatever this is.
Gonna help Vicky water the plants?
Something like that.
Even Timmy thinks he's crossed the line and should apologize, but as he goes to say sorry, he remembers just how evil Vicky once was to him, so he continues being a jerk.
Way to go, Timmy! You've had enough revenge for one day.
I wanted to say I'm sorry. Really?
Well, you see, there's this little thing in the universe known as karma. And because of Timmy's relentless bullying of a 5-year-old girl, she's in need of some friends. Or should I say, godparents.
Reassignment orders for Wanda and Cosmo.
She's Wanda and Cosmo.
Little kid who needs your help.
What? Who's the sad little kid?
Her.
With the power of Timmy's fairies by her side, Vicky has her own score to settle with him.
Wish you had pimples. You look like a pig.
We can't, Timmy! We're her godparents now!
But thanks to the good old blackmail trick he used earlier, Timmy figures out a way to save himself.
The most important thing is, you can never say this sentence right here. I'm happy, and I don't need my godparents anymore.
Who said I'm happy and I don't need my godparents anymore?
I'm happy.
Inconceivable! You made this kid go from miserable to contented, nothing flat! Make with the happy!
And just like that, everything is pretty much the way it was. But seriously, joking aside, what Timmy put young Vicky through in this episode is genuinely nothing short of child abuse. He'd be one lucky pink-hatted punk to get away with anything less than 18 months inside for this. He may be the first ever kid to have ever gotten to parenting classes, though. The next crime on Timmy's charge sheet brings us to the episode The End of the Universe, where Dark Laser, who's basically just Darth Vader from Wish, well, he's trying to recruit Timmy so he can destroy the Earth once and for all.
Hello. Offer your son, who I can't seem to destroy, a scholarship to a university.
Stand back, Mom and Dad.
We meet again, Timmy Turner.
They're not even trying to hide the Star Wars stuff, are they? Timmy's parents jump for joy at the idea of him getting some free education, so send him off into space where Dark Laser has a proposition for him.
A 24-hour dark power trial run. Coolest powers ever. Just return the suit, and I will never attack the Earth again.
Timmy decides that taking up Dark Laser on his offer of free magic with no rules is a win-win situation. So he takes the evil suit and goes about his business on Earth, but it's not long before the dark magic starts to take its hold.
That is one cool power.
Yeah, smashing Francis into a locker's cool and all. I get it, he's a bully. But did you really need to let this happen too? After destroying Francis to Kingdom Come, Timmy moves on to Mr. Crocker.
They give you this ribbon? It really does.
Sure, Francis and Crocker are terrible people. You could maybe excuse what Timmy does to them. What he does next to Trixie, though, you literally can't excuse.
Can I sit next to you? Hi, Timmy. Can I sit next to you? Hey!
Oh, dude, come on. That's in a whole other universe of being a creep. Brainwashing a girl and forcing them to kiss you? Brother, take his fairies away. Man, I'm actually glad Cosmo and Wanda have the rules. Imagine what Timmy would do if anything was fair game. But remember, he only got these powers for 24 hours. He's gonna make the most of it.
Time to take off the dark suit, give it back, and say goodbye to Dark Laser.
Dark powers are cool.
He's actually combined both of his crimes in that little clip. He's coerced Vicky into assaulting herself. Gotta admit, slightly impressive. The dark magic suit is clearly messing up Timmy's mind as he chooses the dark side and heads to Dark Laser's lair.
To destroy the Earth!
Yes, my lord.
And Earth goes bye-bye.
With the Earth seconds away from destruction, can Cosmo and Wanda convince him to fight against his suit?
Timmy, don't do it!
I won't! And I told you I'd never join you, Dark Laser. Attack yours again if I return the suit. And here it is!
Dark Laser was never going to go down that easy, though, and he and Timmy engage in a battle worthy of any Star Wars film, showing just how more powerful fairy magic is.
Can't save your world, right, Flipsy?
First the laser was in reverse.
Man, I hate that kid.
Don't you dare think that undoing Dark Laser's magic and saving the whole planet will earn you any favors with me, Timmy. You assaulted Francis, Mr. Crocker, and Vicky whilst doing one of the creepiest things I've ever seen to Trixie. So that's 3 counts of assault that'll earn Timmy a year apiece, with $2,500 worth of damages for each of his victims. And for his coercion of Trixie, Timmy would be looking at an additional 3 years inside with a well-earned $20K fine. Coming in at 6 years of hard time with $27,500 as a chaser. Imagine what he'd do if he had that suit for a week, man. When you've got the power of 2 fairy godparents behind you, it's no surprise that sometimes that power boils over and becomes destructive. Like when he asked for heat vision to complete some chores and ended up melting his dad's prized trophy.
I had heat vision! Awesome!
Now it's funny. Aw, see? Look how happy we've made him.
Dad's trophy dusted.
Or when he wishes he had Crash Nebula's super suit and ends up blowing a hole in his bedroom wall. In the episode Homewrecker, though, Timmy takes his vandalism to the next level when he's tasked with cleaning Vicky's home. He starts by sending a tornado tearing through her kitchen.
Step 1, kitchen tornado, please.
Following it up by giving her living room a mud bath.
2, mud, and lots of spider powers, please.
Who knew Vicky was into fine art? Well, let's hope she's into slime, too. Timmy saves the best for last, though. He gets Cosmo and Wanda to totally trash Vicky's room. And to give him credit, he's quite creative with it.
That mess. Perfume typhoon. Stir toaster.
Sport? When Vicky sees this, she's going to kill you!
Trust me, Wanda, he's done way worse to Vicky's house. If she was gonna kill him over anything, it'd probably be when Timmy stupidly wishes for the film he's watching to become reality. Problem with that is, he's watching a film about a volcano.
That lava really was 3D.
The lava's about to hit Vicky's house! Timmy, hello?
Clean it just like you asked us to. As a matter of fact.
Again, I know she's evil. She literally had a dungeon, for crying out loud, but did we really gotta purposely let her house burn down? Like, at least the dungeon. Really, you could stick any episode of the show on and we see Timmy causing chaos with Cosmo and Wanda by his side, but for the crimes we've just seen, if this is the real world, he'd be staring down a stretch of 12 years in prison without question, considering he strays into reckless endangerment. The fines and damages for this and his vandalism is where Timmy will feel it the most. You're probably only looking at $40K for the damage to his dad's property, his wall, and inside Vicky's house, but he literally burns her house to the ground. Dimsdale is based in California, so we're gonna add the average house price in Cali onto his charge. So in total, it comes out to a nice even $900,000.
What? That's more than I get in allowance. I mean, that's more than I make in a month.
The charges are coming in quick for Timmy, and the chaos he's caused has already landed him with over 20 years in a cold hard cell, racking up an impressive $927,507 in fines. But trust me, this is only the beginning. Timmy's next wave of crimes pushes him from a mischievous menace to a full-blown fairy-powered felon. And when you see what's coming, you'll wonder how he isn't Dimsdale's most wanted. As we've already seen, Timmy can be a pretty reckless and selfish wisher, and nowhere is this better shown than in his birthday episode, Boys in the Band, where everyone else just kind of forgets about him in favor of a super famous teen pop star.
Because today's my birthday. Right.
Here's his new hit song, My Shiny Teeth and Me.
Chip Skylark.
I wish Chip Skylark was around when I had a band. We'd have rocked out loud.
But your band stunk!
Is there something special you want to say to me?
Yeah, pipe down so I can jam to this awesome Chip song.
I actually want to learn the electric triangle now. It's not just his fairy godparents who are obsessed with Chip, though. The fever is spread to his mom and dad.
Wait to see what Mom made me for my special birthday dinner.
Tonight's the night of the Chip Skylark concert. And maybe he'll call us and offer to be your big brother.
You guys are going to the concert?
Open your eyes, son. That team's delicious.
I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't hear that last bit from Timmy's dad. Maybe we should make a video on him. To make matters worse for the birthday boy, whilst his mom and dad are away, Vicky will be looking after him whilst watching Chip's concert.
Good gosh, son. We have a special surprise for you.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Turner. Hello, kid who's not Chip Skylark.
There's extra money in there so you kids can watch the concert on pay-per-view.
Chet, you betcha. And we're mere hours away from the live broadcast of the Big Chip Skylark.
If I don't view, then someone's gonna pay!
Understandably ticked off by his birthday being taken over by some goofy singer he don't like, Timmy calls on Cosmo and Wanda to try and put things right. You know, like that'll happen.
Wish that the worst possible non-lethal thing would happen to Chip Skylark right now! Who in their right mind would think of interrupting me when I'm about to watch?
Hi. All of a sudden, I hit this tree that seemed to pop out of nowhere.
Timmy really should know better than to use his fairy godparents to wish for bad stuff to happen, especially when that wish ends up with Chip having to spend an evening with Vicky against his will.
Tuesday is applesauce day.
Just Ha! The worst possible thing that could happen to Chip is if he's stuck here with Vicky like me!
No, you aren't seeing things. Vicky has just fully kidnapped him.
Another day, another wackadoo holding me against my will.
With Chip now out of the action, Timmy doesn't hold back in letting him know how angry he is about the whole birthday sitch.
You, your fame, and your stupid concert. Everybody forgot today was my birthday!
Got something that might make it up to you.
Oh my gosh!
Set phasers to fun.
Happy birthday, Timmy.
This hasn't even been released yet!
Today's my birthday, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm with Crash Nebula on this one. Timmy totally just jumped the gun here, didn't he? Chip's a pretty stand-up guy. Real nice job allowing him to get kidnapped on his birthday, Timmy.
Sorry, I'd have laughed harder, but these chains are crushing my lungs. It's not like you wished for this to happen.
Yeah, totally never wished for this at all. Just like the chains on Chip's chest, the weight of guilt for what he's done weighs heavily on Timmy, so he tries to unwish everything.
It's free and out of Vicky's clutches. What's wrong?
Well, you know how the rules say we can't use our magic to destroy true love?
Love. Oh.
And to make things worse, his fans in the Dimsdale Dimmadome... We might as well just get this out of the way. You know, the Dimsdale Dimmadome owned by Doug Dimmadome.
Ask
Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
As I was saying, his fans of the Dimsdale Dimmadome are at the boiling point over not getting to see their star.
It's a scene of mass chaos here at the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Where is Chip Skylark?
If Chip doesn't show up, I'm gonna punish our child for no reason.
Feeling like he's let his fans down, Chip's boyish good looks start to fade, and his teeth, well, they ain't so shiny anymore. The fact he's suddenly ugly isn't enough to put Vicky off, though, so Timmy helps Chip regain his charm, whilst Wanda comes up with an idea to put Vicky off Chip forever. Pretend he's not rich.
He does!
Oh my gosh! It's the guy from the record company.
Since you're going to be Chip Skylark's wife, you get Chip Skylark's debts. Pager, and this is for, well, everything else.
Thought you were rich! Nope, he's just pretty and talented. Loser creep! I don't love you! This wedding is off!
So with the gold-digging Vicky gone, Chip is free to head back to the Dimmadome to put on one hell of a show.
Hey Vicky, you're so icky. Just the thought of being around you makes me oh so sicky.
That's enough of that. With all the singing, birthday celebrations, and Dimmadomes, you do kind of forget that Timmy commits a serious crime in this ep. He's an accessory to kidnapping. That's a super serious crime that'll easily earn the shiny buck-toothed felon 15 years in the slammer. Hey, silver lining, Timmy. You humiliated Vicky in front of the whole city. Of all the crimes you'd expect Timmy Turner to commit, I'm not sure many of you would have said hacking. Well, in the episode Information Stupor Highway, Timmy hacks into multiple people's computers over a girl. Basically, Timmy wanted to write an email to Trixie, you know, the girl he's got the hots for.
I know you've had a crush on me, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind going to college together, getting married, remaining deeply in love as we go really old together, and spend our golden years traveling the world and extending our lifespans with the advanced technology that will be available in the future until we eventually crumble into atoms and we're scattered across the cosmos where we'll float together for all eternity?
As you can see, he's not exactly a Casanova. So what does he write in the email?
Man, no matter how hard I try, I can't write a good letter.
Watch! Dear Trixie, we have your parents. If you ever want to see them again...
My parents! Activate fish mode!
You're writing a threatening love note. That's how I met your mom. You know, I never did get that ransom.
I was thinking more along the lines of saying she's pretty or like, you know, that you like her, not threatening to kidnap her parents. Actually, thanks to Timmy's mom and dad, it's both.
And her eyes, honey. Tell her that her eyes resonate with a depth of intelligence that greatly surpasses yours.
But I wouldn't say any of that mushy gunk.
And that's why you don't have a damning reason that'll make her say yes. Say yes, and I promise the safe return of your parents.
At least they didn't press send.
Send!
I really need to stop doing that. Anyway, Timmy tries wishing for the email to never be sent, but due to techno mumbo jumbo, Cosmo and Wanda's wands do not work. So instead, Timmy wishes he could go into the internet to get the email himself.
You want us to come with you?
And leave the computer vulnerable so my dad can send more stupid letters that you can't help me with? No way. Got it?
Got it!
Timmy takes a ride on another email and literally surfs the web to catch up to what he thinks is his letter to Trixie, but instead it takes him to someone else's desktop.
Got mail.
Oh, no, you don't. All I have to do is delete this. Scrape some of your brain cells for our cloning program.
Gaining illegal access to someone else's computer is one thing, but reading their emails too? That's a clear invasion of privacy. It doesn't stop there either. Timmy's hunt for his email even leads him to new continents.
Wow, I'm in Australia.
A computer virus? Good heavens, Bruce. The humans must have discovered the location of our secret society of super intelligent gorillas. You know, Lyle, he's got a point. Oh, get off my back, Bruce.
Chinese left.
Golly, good thing this Chinese restaurant is only 3 steps away from my house.
Ignoring the gorilla thing, because, well, what was that? Timmy is using the power of the internet to invade people's safe spaces. You wouldn't like him worming his way through your desktop, would you? After what I can only describe as an insane 20 minutes of television, Timmy manages to snatch his email back from Trixie, all whilst allowing Crocker to take the fall for his internet stunt.
There he is! This is where I've traced the source of the pig-headed computer virus.
Oh, Denzel, where did I go wrong?
Timmy!
Who's the new computer? Egad!
So for hacking his way onto 4 different desktops and reading someone else's mail, Timmy would be likely slapped with 3 years in the clink for each device he wandered into, and by my count, that would total out at a well-earned 18 years. But we're not done yet. This little hacking spree would also cost Timmy around $115,000 in fines. And if you didn't think that punishment's bad enough, she still reads the letter anyway.
Hey! Trixie, no! Don't! Most threatening thing I've ever read. Really? Only wanted to date me because I'm prettier than your mom. I'd totally go out with you. Wow!
Did you know that Cosmo, Wanda, and all the other fairies have evil counterparts? Yep, they're called the Anti-Fairies, and their entire shtick is to band together as a gang of chaos-causing criminals, and in the episode That Old Black Magic, Timmy purposely releases them from jail. It all starts when else, but on Friday the 13th, the day where having good luck is especially important.
Watch where you're stepping. Step on a crack, break your mother's back.
Aw, come on.
Timmy, on Friday the 13th, the Anti-Fairies escape from Fairy World and cause bad luck everywhere.
And Friday the 13th is their Christmas.
Of course, Timmy doesn't listen to his godparents and ignores all the bad luck signs at the theme park, like this.
Lights are open today. All of them, including the spleen puncher. Closed?
And this.
Might be down, but I can still ride the Bowel Buster.
Something tells me Timmy's getting a little salty.
Tasty salt here. Take it and put it on stuff. Salt.
You're sure getting a lot of it.
I don't believe in luck, but I do subscribe to the theory of horribly inconvenient coincidences. I'm gonna stay positive. New theory, I'm having bad luck.
Finally! It only took the entire amusement park to collapse before he admits it. His luck stinks. So much so that he wishes for better luck, but as that is anti-fairy magic, Cosmo and Wanda can't do jack. So instead they take him to Fairy World to meet the anti-fairies face to face.
Over there!
Guarding the door?
Of course I am! And if these anti-fairies want to get to Earth, they will have to go through me!
Just as another side note, Jorgen von Strangle is maybe the greatest name in all of cartoon history. With that being said, he doesn't let Timmy into the anti-fairy world, so Timmy wishes them to Earth.
No one is allowed in anti-fairy world!
Then I wish they were all out here. Hey, why won't they stop?
Actually, Timothy, why should we? Anti-fairy Cosmo! I'm not an idiot in any manner whatsoever!
I'm incredibly stupid and eat with my face.
Now on Earth, the anti-fairies wreak havoc, spreading their bad luck like wildfire.
Bad luck. A muck. Yeah, Dad, being the Eiffel Tower salt guy is much better than the last job I had. Or right here in the greatest country on Earth. Bad luck runs rampant.
To save the world from destroying itself with severe bad luck, Timmy decides all he can do is lure the anti-fairies back to their luckless lair by giving himself bad luck?
Unlucky. The more bad luck I cause, the more anti-fairies will have to come hit me.
Wow, it's working! Here they come! With the anti-fairies now back in Fairy World, there's only one man who can lock them away for good.
So many anti-bones, so little time! Come on, Timmy, this park is dangerous!
I would not want to get on the bad side of that guy. Thanks to him, though, and a bit of bad luck from Timmy, the anti-fairies are back where they belong. Doesn't change the fact that Timmy knowingly released a horde of chaos-causing criminals into the world. For that, he'd be slapped with an aiding and abetting criminal organizations charge, and when taking into account the damage across the globe, Timmy might have had luck on his side at the end there, because he'd be very fortunate to get anything less than 25 years for this stunt. Good thing Cosmo and Wanda can fix everything in a flash. The next crime on our list brings us to the episode Nega Timmy, where his mom and dad are trying to brush up on their parenting skills. Obviously, Timmy doesn't take to that and wishes to do the opposite of everything they say, which is fine at first.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Can I watch TV?
So you go to your room right now!
Okay, I won't go to my room right now.
That's my boy! And my popcorn!
Wait!
All going to plan. Timmy gets to do what he wants, and his parents feel like they're doing a great job.
You march right upstairs and take a bath, young man!
Great idea!
Hey, I was here first!
Good son.
Oh, I'm so proud of his stand.
What is it with this kid and dirt? He must have been a worm in a past life or something. Thinking he's got this opposite stuff down, Timmy heads for school.
Well, I guess I better go catch the bus. Unless you want to tell me something. Don't pretend to be sick and stay home playing video games and eating cheesy pretzels.
This is why I'd hate having fairy godparents. The devil's in the details. You can never really be sure what you're wishing for, because I know Timmy wasn't trying to turn himself into a supervillain.
Okay, so Timmy gets to be the bad boy.
In 1 super evil minute and counting.
That's the worst that could happen, Wanda. Timmy plans to fire his super evil laser at the communication satellite floating above the city, sending it crashing into Mount Dimsdale, hoping it causes a volcanic eruption. And somehow that's not all.
Then the lava will burst the Dimsdale Dam, cause a meltdown of the Dimsdale Makeup Factory. And once people have no makeup, life in Dimsdale will cease to exist!
With Cosmo and Wanda unable to unwish anything, they try to get his parents to undo their mistake.
I don't remember telling him to do that. Timmy, go to your room.
What room? Plan unfold!
Okay, that is it, evil young man.
Did I mention that my laser could also blow up Dinkelberg's house?
I know it's not the time, but did he just say...
Dinkelberg.
Sorry, back to the action. Timmy's evil plan is in full flow.
Dinkelberg, go away.
Ah! Thanks, Turner.
Dinkelberg. Meatloaves, follow me to Dinkelberg's house. What? Cloudy with a chance of rain? This can only be the work of...
Well, Timmy's dad's hatred of the Dinkelbergs is enough to let him slip up and ask his son to be as evil as possible. Again, should we make a video on this guy? He's easily as bad as his son, if not worse.
Berg.
Honey?
Dinkelberg strikes again! Berg has gone too far this time! Curse you!
Thanks for the extra fiber. But I don't know why you keep blaming Mr. Dinkelberg for everything.
Dinkelberg's put a computer chip in her woman brain and turned her against us!
Timmy came this close to wiping out his entire town. He's lucky his goofball of a father managed to turn him good again. Creating and using a weapon in order to cause fear or kill is nothing short of terrorism. Hard to say exactly what Timmy would get if he pulled off his stunt in the real world, but for firing the weapon all the way to causing a tidal wave of water and lava, Timmy would likely be on the receiving end of 25 years per event, meaning he'd be sentenced to 125 years of hard time. And if you thought that was bad, then you're gonna want to hold on to your pink hats, because what Timmy wishes for in the episode Just the Two of Us puts his other wishes to shame. As we've already seen, Timmy has an intense crush on Trixie, to say the least, and when the school takes a trip to the Dimsdale ice rink, Timmy has a little competition on his hands to partner up with Trixie for a couples skate.
Gosh, you're pretty!
The only way Trixie would skate with you is if you were the only boy in the whole school.
Come on, Chester, don't give him any ideas. Too late, though, and as his friend suggests, Timmy wishes he was the only boy in school.
That's it! I wish I was the only boy in school!
With someone for a long time can get annoying if it's not the right person.
I thought you loved me!
Now that I'm the only boy in school, Trixie will have no choice but to spend time with me!
So he's essentially just killed every boy in school? I know the rules say fairy magic can't kill people, but where are they? That's the least of Timmy's problems, though, because obviously there are more boys in Dimsdale than the ones in his school.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle. I am French boy from a French school. Skate while I tell you how pretty you are, chérie.
Oui. How about, I wish I was the last boy on Earth?
Do you mind?
Surely Timmy has Trixie to himself now, right?
Trixie will be mine.
As you can see from my gelatinous body and many waving tentacles, shall we slide around on this bed of frozen liquid that is somehow clearly amusing to you Earth people?
Good old Mark Chang stepping in to steal Timmy's girl. Guess I need to be more specific with this wish malarkey.
Trixie and I were the only two humans and or intelligent life forms on Earth besides my fairy godparents.
I can be specific too! About some things!
That's right. To get his girl, Timmy wipes out life on Earth. And women say men are afraid of commitment. Things soon begin to backfire for him, though. Trixie is used to a certain level of attention. Attention that one boy just cannot give.
Say it! Let's have some fun and do stuff while you compliment and adore me.
Timmy tries to let her down easy, but there's no stopping this attention-starved Trixie.
Yeah! Note to self, never break up with a girl in the violent gardening tool section! Love hurts! And it makes a fine mulch for your lawn or garden.
If he doesn't start wishing for something soon, there'll only be one person left on Earth.
I wish all the people on Earth were back! And by people, I mean people and aliens!
I'm back! I mean, hey, harmless Girl Scout! Who wants cookies?
That's easily the closest Timmy has ever come to getting himself killed. He's one lucky dude. However, his luck's about to run out, and I'm about to put him away for a very long time. I know that technically he didn't kill the 8 billion people on Earth, but at the very least, this would count as mass kidnapping. I assume that they're transported to some void, and when they're back, they have no real memory of it, but I remember. So if you took this as the most lenient charge for kidnapping, at the very least, Timmy would be looking at 5 years per person, which totals out to a titanic 40 billion years behind bars. No amount of fairy firepower is saving him this time.
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
After it's all said and done, Timmy Turner's going away for a long 40 billion and 203 years in Dimsdale's most disgusting jail cell. So, you know, he'll have plenty of time to pay off the outstanding fines that sit in an eye-watering $1,042,507 as well. Maybe a little bit surprising, but Timothy Tiberius Turner, yeah, that's actually his middle name, is easily one of the most destructive and selfish villains I've ever seen. But there are more out there like him. Like the villain that's about to pop up on screen right now. So go on and give it a click and see them pay for their crimes.